It does include a part of Tangipahoa Parish, the northern part. That does include Kentwood, but it looks like the area of rotation is staying in southern Mississippi. And I'll throw back on the storm relative velocity to see, how things are progressing now. So it looks like the rotation is a little bit weaker at this point, which is a good sign, but still a good idea to continue to watch this over the next several minutes. Tornado warning still in effect until about 7:15 tonight. So yeah, this is what we're watching now. The rotation, it's a little bit broader. You can still see it's kind of there. It's right on the state line there. That's Mississippi, that's Louisiana. West of our area, so that's farther west of Tangipahoa Parish, one parish over from Tangi. So this is what we're watching right now. The rotational signature at least is a little bit broader. Again, a good sign that it might be weakening. Still, can see it. It's just not as robust and obvious as it was just a second ago. I want to see if there's maybe an indication of any debris possibly getting lofted up. Not seeing anything jumping off the map here. You can see the debris key here kind of indicating that really not much is jumping off the map. Not getting any updates from the National Weather Service on whether if people are seeing anything on the ground or if they're getting any reports of damage. But with this line coming in, sometimes with all the rain, it's easy for the tornadoes or the possible tornadoes that are out ahead of it to get disguised by the rain. So it's better to be safe than sorry to issue these warnings. And you can see that kind of inflow notching that would help support these storms, to rotate out ahead of that main line. So this is what we have, a long line of strong storms and severe storms that'll continue to move through our area over the next several hours, over the next about 5 hours or so. This will be with us from now until about midnight tonight. So luckily, storms will start to wind down overnight. Say 1 a.m., things really start to look better for us. 12 midnight, 1 a.m., things start to really improve. But in the meantime, we do have some rough weather to deal with. Right now, the leading edge of that line is getting closer to I-55. That's where all the strong, damaging winds are. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for that part of the line because there are gusts up to 60 miles, 70 miles per hour possible within that line. Also some hail. You can see all that lightning and heavy rain with that. And we have this tornado warning out ahead of it, which is mostly focused in southwestern and southern Mississippi, which includes Macomb. But like I mentioned, it does include a very small part of northern Tangipahoa Parish at this point. But the area of rotation itself does not look like it's going to enter Louisiana. It looks like it's going to continue on this easterly track and stay maybe just south of Macomb or get closer to Macomb over the next 45 minutes or so at this point. So I don't think it's going to be moving into our region, but we are still included in that warning, just in case the storm decided to take a more southeasterly track, because some of these storms have been moving easterly, more southeasterly, and it looks like the rotation associated with that right there is a little bit weaker than it was before. Again, a good sign that things may be trending downward, things may be weakening a bit at this point. So that's a good sign for South Mississippi now, but we're still going to be on this tornado warning for the next 20-30 minutes or so. That warning again in effect until 7:15 tonight. So we've got the tornado warning. There's also reports that there could be some hail coming out of this storm as well. Hail would likely be on the smaller end, looks like maybe about the penny-sized hail coming in from there. I'm reading an update from the National Weather Service now, and it's just a mention of how they canceled some of the warning for East Feliciana. Again, that's out of our immediate area, that's west of us. And we will continue to track this storm over the next half hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. So this is what we have. Pretty rough night of weather on the way. We got by pretty good today, and not many of us had to deal with much. We had a few scattered storms earlier today, one severe storm for our river parishes earlier on today, and so far it's been fairly quiet. There have been tornadoes around us to our north, to our west, but we've been good so far. I did want to grab my phone. I just want to see if there's any information coming in. So I know it seems unprofessional that I'm grabbing my phone, but sometimes we get updates, from viewers, from our other coworkers. And I just want to make sure I have this so I have all the information getting to you. No updates from anyone yet when it comes to any damage being reported. Hopefully that'll continue to be the trend, but we'll see since many of us haven't really seen storms today, I don't really think, there's much to report on our immediate area at this point. But as the night progresses, it's possible as this line moves through, this line could produce some damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. That could take down some trees for sure, especially weak trees. And it could also, knock out some power. Hopefully not. Hopefully things will continue to wind down as it moves closer to us, this line, but we shall see. So far, the line today has been pretty strong and has a history of producing severe weather. So I wanted to throw back on the storm relative velocity to show you the winds, to show you, where the winds would be turning, where there would be some rotation. It looks like it's kind of still on the state line vicinity right here, right on the line of Louisiana and Mississippi there. That's where the rotation is still being indicated at this point. But it is a weaker signature, I would say, and that is a sign that things should be trending downward a bit, but noticeable signature still there. We'll continue to watch it and see where it goes and how it moves and how it progresses over the next 20 minutes or so. So that's something we'll continue to monitor for sure. I want to see if I can maybe, zoom out a bit. And then on the more to the north, actually, it looks like right on that leading edge of the line of storms, there could be some rotation out ahead of that as well. Still in South Mississippi now. This is southwest of Macomb, Mississippi, so just out of our area. But like I've been mentioning, we're here interrupting your programming. I apologize because we are included in the warning, but there is no suspicious part of the storm moving into Tangipahoa Parish. So Tangipahoa is included in this warning. No suspicious part of the storm, no rotation, no tornadic activity moving into northern Tangi at this point. We will let you know if that changes, but there is still going to be a strong line of storms that moves through Tangipahoa Parish over the next hour. A strong line of storms that'll move through the entire area over the next several hours. So that's another reason to kind of be on here and to let you know what's happening. Actually, there is a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's this yellow box here that has been extended to include most of Tangipahoa and a western part of Washington Parish. So this severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued because the line is moving by closely and it's packing a punch. Damaging winds, that's the biggest thing with this. Strong wind gusts, 60 miles per hour plus with this line of storms. So that is something that we will have happen over the next several hours across the North Shore. So a severe thunderstorm warning just issued because of the damaging wind gust potential, but also there's going to be a lot of lightning with this line, a lot of heavy rain, strong winds, some hail, and again, those isolated tornadoes out ahead of it are still possible tonight. That's why we're all under a tornado watch at this point. So the tornado watch is for the entire area. And a watch just means, the storms are coming through. It's possible that they could produce tornadoes. It doesn't mean it definitely will happen, but the watch indicates that the storms have enough energy and enough ingredients to work off of to produce a tornado. So not out of the question to see that, but not a guarantee that it will happen. It's just an extra warning to let you know, hey, we're under tornado watch. It's possible. This could definitely happen. And then of course the warning means, it's likely happening. It's radar indicated. No confirmation yet that there's a tornado on the ground, but there's a good indication looking at the radar data that this storm is rotating and could, be producing a tornado, maybe aloft, maybe elevated off the ground. Not sure, where it is just by looking at the radar to tell you if it's exactly on the ground. And again, this is for South Mississippi. This is southwest of Macomb. But Tangipahoa Parish is included in the warning, but the storm itself is not in Tangipahoa Parish right now. So I just wanted to get that out there again. So the severe thunderstorm warning that is now issued in this yellow box here for a good section of the North Shore will be with us until about 7:30 tonight, again for the 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and the small hail, maybe penny, nickel-sized hail. But look at all the lightning off to the west, Clinton to Zachary, Louisiana, heavy rain. Quite a bit of lightning with that line as it advances eastward. And I can put this into motion for us to show you what the rest of tonight is going to look like, especially on the North Shore. That's what we've been talking about the last few days. The North Shore and really into southern and central Mississippi, that's where the worst of the weather was expected. And it looks like it really is playing out in that way. So actually there is some new information now coming in from the National Weather Service at this point. So this, again, for mostly southern Mississippi right now, southwest of Macomb at this point. This is where we're going to be seeing a radar confirmed tornadoes. So yeah, things are starting to tighten up closer to Macomb, Louisiana. So that is where we are going to be dealing with this at this point. So that's where the worst of the weather is southwest of Macomb. And now, since the storm looks like it's not going to be coming in our direction, you know, I think that we're safe to go off air. This is more of a South Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi issue. We will be going off air just, you know, to bring you back to regular programming. So we will continue to watch these storms the rest of tonight. We'll have some rough weather from about now until about midnight, 1 a.m. tonight. So make sure you stay tuned with us online. We'll probably be back online to give you some digital updates, and we'll break in if necessary if there are any other warnings across our immediate area. So thanks for watching.
This has been a severe weather alert from WWL Weather, sponsored by Egan Insurance Agency.